They go play action here on first down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Red, up. Hey, gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. If that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run with McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st down, Trubisky into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. After the interception, here's Jackson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had them pinned on the 2. Not anymore. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Detroit!
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Derek Barnett breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Frank Clark, he's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Lock in!
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
56, lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Saints on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Marquette King now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Dorsett on the return. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The give is to Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Returnable for Dorsett. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On second down, Trubisky dancing to his left. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now it's Trubisky, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson from the gun. He'll throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Trying to power it ahead with one. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Trubisky. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, baby, yeah. 18. Red, up.
Out of the gun, Trubisky going deep here for Watkins. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Sammy Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And his kick is right through. Back now here in Santa Clara, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Throwing is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit!
Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Jackson. steps, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, and he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right, letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No, check. Patriot.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He may try and run for this. A solid chunk of 11 yards there on the keeper. But 4th down now. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, You go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing now is Trubisky. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now it's Trubisky. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. They'll go for it with Bell. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run it with Delage. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll stay on the ground. Delage again, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Jackson to throw. Rolling to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Saints on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be third and forever. Here's Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory, fantastic feeling.
So for New Orleans, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Get like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, so rocky Friday. This is sweet. Saturday, that's just what money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they thanks, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man, with my name in your mouth. I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari ride.